intriguing high-pressure matchup. A top-5 team comes in wearing a big target on the road today, trying to avoid an upset trap. Welcome to College Station, Texas, and Kyle Field, the legendary home of the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. And the Aggies will kick this away to get us going. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. To throw, it's Lagway. First play taken, a deep shot. Oh, he can't bring it in. A chance for a takeaway. They're one of the star players on this defense. Couldn't make it. Both these teams told us they're eager to prove a point. Here we are mid-season. They both earned their spot in the rankings. We expect a tight, competitive battle today.
That's the beauty of these top 25 matchups in the middle of the year. A little bit of a better handle on who these teams are. Love the fact that we get these two teams on the field. May the better team win, and hopefully it's a close one all the way to the end. Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice game. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Fires it to the wideout. Deflected, and the defense forcing the incompletion, brings up 4th down. And the Gators will line up to punt it away. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And that sets up a return. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in the return. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. First play looking to throw it. On the move now. Grabbed by the receiver. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a 1st down.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss in the play.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Looking to throw. It's Reed. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
The defense appeared to jump before the snap, and the flag comes out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. 3rd down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Nice grab. It's Owens. And he rolls out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
What a huge third down conversion here for this offense. Nice job of being able to give the quarterback enough time. He finds the matchup that he wants, gets it to his man, and he does the rest.
The Aggies are on the move here.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
Going with the old counter run here. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Quick throw. The catch is made. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies.
This is a nice touchdown and a great play call. Just get this receiver in space and let him make people miss and use his speed to get to the end zone. That's what they did here, and it pays off.
And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. The Gators offense retakes the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. They'll give it to the running back. They'll tackle him at the 27.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. Really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He hands it to the back. Look out, room to run here. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Well, Chris, you think about over the years with the Gators and their offense, it's always about Steve Spurrier and spreading it out and fun and gun and attacking downfield. But I think these great Gator teams, they have an ability to do what we just saw right here. Pick up a first down on the ground, relying on an offensive line and their running back.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
It's now second down.
Second and 10 following the incompletion from the 37. Back to pass. It's Lagway. Caught on the outside. It's Wilson. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Well, if you're not careful as a quarterback, this is the kind of route that defensive back wants to jump and get in front of for an interception and maybe a touchdown going the other way. But this time, the receiver runs it well, brings it in, and then gets out of bounds.
And they pick up the first on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. The Gators will look to convert here on fourth down. A running play called on fourth down. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
Listen, I get it. I know you trust your offense, and maybe this is something you've thought about all week in these situations, but when it's on your side of the field like this, you got to give it a second thought, because now your defense is already playing with their backs against the wall.
Here's the second down play. They'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 30 and a first down.
Nice first down here by Texas A&M. The offensive line gets a hat on a hat, gets a good push, and once again, you see the history and tradition of Texas A&M with a great back.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Looking for a man. Quick throw to his receiver. Makes the catch downfield. They finally tackle him at the 4. It's a solid gain on the pitch and catch.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
First and goal, handoff. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. And the Aggies will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. The receiver makes the catch. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Strong game by this quarterback. And they'll set up for the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. And he's brought down to the 16. Would be better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Dropping back. It's Lagway. Defense is coming after him. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And they hand it off to the back. Eludes a tackle. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
Caught near the sticks and Sturdivant. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
You call quick out on third down? I think that tells you the confidence you have in a quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch. It's Brown. Defense will make the stop of what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. And as we break for the quarter, Kirk, it's Texas A&M on top. Solid performance so far, creating some separation. Here's the first quarter stats. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Looking to throw again. He's got it with room to run. Tackle made after a big gain.
Chris, the defense has got to do a better job of wrapping up the tight end there. The coach is preaching to these guys, we need more than one tackler to the ball. They caught a break there. The tight end breaks the first tackle, and they had another man there to bring him down before it could have gotten ugly.
This offense trying to get going has put together a positive drive here in the second quarter. Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the run here, lets it go. It's a quick grab. Tackle at the 8 after the completion.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and if you go play action, it affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
The shotgun handoff here. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out and showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. Finds his man. It's Concepcion. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and 3. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
And this with a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? That's caught. It's Wilson. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Grab down the middle. It's Hansen. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback. And it doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they've become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are starting to come after the quarterback. Quarterback's going to turn and get the ball out of his hands quickly, this time to the tight end for the first down.
They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
I love this little touch pass call. It stretches this defense out, puts a lot of pressure on the defense to have to contain and get wide, and it can open up so many different aspects of the offensive playbook.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Clark. I mean, wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The Gators have 1st and 10 here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Inside the 25. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Takes the handoff. It's ball. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
And the Gators are in the red zone. Scanning the field. It's Lagway. Catch Hall in here over the middle. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run. The Gators will crank up the tempo. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he's stopped again. They've had patience with the ground game, but just nowhere to run tonight. That's been a big theme. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And they tack on the extra point. The BAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. He thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a designed run.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the 1st down play. Grab behind the line. It's Smith. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Moves out of the pocket. Lets it fly to the wideout. And that pass is batted away. Incomplete.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this 1st down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this 4th down situation.
They'll kick it away here. The punt will bounce and head out of bounds. Takes the returner out of play. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
Well, Chris, as you know, anymore in college football, these tight ends are essentially wide receivers. They move them all over the place and try to find a good matchup. And they had one. They're just unable to complete the pass.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. It is intercepted. Could take it all the way. At the 20. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position to come up with a big turnover.
1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 8. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
No problem with the BAT right down the middle. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Pulls it in. It's Wilson. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
Oh, they trap him for a sack.
There you go, defense. Much better job of affecting the quarterback. This guy's already thrown a couple touchdown passes. That time, no chance at all to get his feet set. Nice job.
Let's take a deep shot here. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. Trying to knock it through from 44 yards away. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Gators will kick it off to begin the second half. Turner trying to create good field position. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to scramble. Fires it on the move. Brings a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44.
Boy, great throw here by the quarterback and a big gain here for Texas A&M's offense. A great route by the wide receiver and the ability to go up and make a play. Boy, they've had some great ones over the years.
And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Dropping back. It's Reed. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
We've just kind of gotten into the habit of seeing this offense just convert on these 3rd downs. It's a rare stop. That first half, they seem to score every possession. What decision do they make here on 4th down?
We'll see what he can do with the return. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout rather than check him out. And the Florida offense retakes the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. The pocket breaking down. He gets the first and still going. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be 1st down. They'll give it to the back. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 40. 1st and 10.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the 1st down.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Play fake, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. They finally make the stop, but the offense threatening now. 1st down to the 27. And the Gators will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go at the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. Touchdown, Florida. And they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT puts them up 3. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium.
Green 25.
They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. He's stopped, but he gets a 1st down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that 1st down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
They're going to run it. Breaks free. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Back to pass. It's Reed. He escapes the pocket. Launches it deep down the left side. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
Chris, the defense catches a break here. They got behind coverage, looked like a big play, if not a touchdown, and the receiver just dropped the ball.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's running out of time here. Gets rid of it on the move.
It's a good job by the defense here on this 3rd down, and now it's going to bring up a big 4th down play and a decision here for the head coach.
The Aggies will send their punt team onto the field. Turner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football, but he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection quarter in this play. Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll stop him on a small gain here. Tried to run for it on 3rd and long and came up well short. To Gamble here. Offense going for it on 4th down inside their own 40. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Tackle made after a short return. The pick ends that threat.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Takes the handoff. It's Owens. What a move. Makes one man miss, picks up the 1st down before they stop him.
Well, I love how the quarterback takes his time on that ride to the back. I thought he might have to pull it out, but he hung on. Gave it to the back, and it paid off for a nice gain.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll lure the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense. Waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Receiver makes the catch. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. To the air. It's Reed. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Man, it's 1st and goal. You're thinking about trying to score. You're looking at positive yards, and instead, you're going backwards. That's going to set up a very important 2nd down call here.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 8. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. On the move now. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texas A&M. So what happened there? The defense just lost track of the tight end down the goal line.
I don't know if they were just so focused on defending the goal line, they just completely forgot about the tight end. That'll be probably the easiest touchdown throw and catch of the game we see all day.
Here's the point after attempt. Extra point makes the lead 4. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Well, he's got a crease here. Look out. Just able to stop him, but it's a great return. Lucky to prevent a touchdown, but begin the drive with excellent field position. The Gators offense retakes the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Pressure is coming. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. What a snag by the junior receiver.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
1st down here for this offense. To throw, it's Lagway. He finds his man. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that 1st down yardage.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Wilson. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Makes the grab, a chance to score. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Looking to throw yet again. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Well, it's decision time now, Chris. 4th and short coming up, and you know they're thinking about going for this one. Likely looking at that play sheet and finding the go-to play that'll help them pick up this 1st down and keep this drive alive. They're thinking 6 points.
Here we are late in a 1-score game, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. To throw, it's Lagway. Oh, they cannot connect. Really needed that completion. Instead, it's a turnover on downs.
Oh, so close to coming up with that conversion here on 4th down in the 4th quarter. Close football game. Now you got to rely on your own on defense to come up with a stop and hope you get one more chance.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Pulls it in. It's Concepcion. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
Well, I think the offense lulled the defense to sleep here. Do you think that they're just working the clock here and running the football, and then they throw and surprise you and get some positive yards downfield just to keep this defense honest?
He's brought down, but an explosive play through the air.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Now, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
First down sack, pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. Quarterback making some changes at the line. The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Looking for the wideout. Oh, and another incompletion.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or then check him out. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Last time out there, they got stopped on fourth down, but it didn't cost him anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So second down after the incompletion. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Plays we've had so far. Third down and the crowd really getting into it. Scanning the field. It's Lagway. The sure hands. It's Wilson. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches.
Well, the quarterback throws this ball short of the marker, relying on his guy to do the rest. But on third down, you have to put the ball at least to the first down marker. That's too much to ask of this receiver.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
The Gators starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground here. He finds some space. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27. The final 2 minutes here. This defense trying to hang on. The offense trying to make a play to win it. Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
Cannot get the throw. He's taken down with a huge play at this stage of the game.
That's a big sack by this defense here on 1st down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a 1st and goal situation.
Can't get him away. The defense has got him with a huge stop at the stage of the game.
Well, this defensive unit has certainly picked a great time to make a stand with back-to-back sacks, starting with that 1st and goal play. Curious to see if the defense revs up its engine and tries to apply some pressure here on 3rd down.
So here we go, 3rd and goal. Giving up that sack has made this a real headache for the offense. Let's see if they can convert. Nearly intercepted there. It was almost the ball game, but it does set up 4th down.
Oh, Chris, the quarterback and the receiver just not quite on the same page there on that 3rd down and long. But at this point in the game, you got to consider going for this. They need a touchdown.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? Touchdown, Gators. They take the lead in the final minute.
That is just an outstanding job by this quarterback. With the game on the line, he finds the matchup with his go-to receiver, makes a perfect throw here to the receiver, and they score late to take the lead.
And the kick is good. A 3-point game now in the 4th quarter. It's all up to the defense. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Kickoff right there to start in the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. To the air, it's Reed. Tight end makes the grab. Tackle is made, but that's good for a 1st down to the 47.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Slides to avoid the big hit.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in the 4th quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space in lanes, and he takes off and picks up a 1st down.
Tight game, final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Nice catch made near the sideline, but they gain nothing on the play. Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. And the offense will spend the timeout, stopping the clock with 22 seconds remaining.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Tight game, final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Looking for a gap. It's Owens. but they tackle him after just a 2-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 8. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game.
Texas A&M.
Here we go, one of the biggest moments of the game so far. The field goal unit out there for a high-pressure attempt. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. And they will trot out the field goal team here. Now, with just 1 second on the clock, this field goal attempt to force overtime. And he's got it, no problem. And we are tied up now here in the 4th quarter. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Inside give now from the shotgun. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Texas A&M is now operating in the red zone. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Dropping back. It's Reed. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
On the set. Griffin. 325. Gorilla.
It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Catch made on the out route. They make the tackle, but that's enough to set him up 1st down at the 15.
What a valuable commodity for this offense. You get down into the red zone, the defense is worried about the receivers to the outside. Who better to get the ball to than the big tight end to be able to pick up a 1st down in the red area? Beautiful play.
And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Nowhere to run up the middle. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Looking for some space. It's Owens. Powers through. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
I like that you trust your running back. You're still trying to run the football. You got to be careful. You get into overtime, this defense is thinking not just stop this runner, but try to rip.
Touchdown, Aggies. They strike first in OT. They slow the game down with a long, grinding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you can score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, that puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense. And man, did they make that look easy.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Pressure on this offense. They must answer with a touchdown to stay in this game. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Bringing pressure. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. A quick throw out left, complete. And it's a touchdown. They're an extra point away from double OT, or you go for two and win it right now.
Well, this is one of the benefits of going second when you get into overtime. Now you know what you're facing. You put a touchdown on the board, you can either send it to another overtime if you kick an extra point, or potentially, hey, let's win the game and go for two right here.
So here we go. What a moment as they set up for the two-point conversion to try to win this game right now. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Lets it go quickly. And he's in there. They gamble and get it to win the game. What a call.
Man, you talk about a clutch play to seal the deal and go home with a W. They didn't want to deal with any of those shenanigans going to that third overtime, dueling two-point madness. They had their go-to play. They pulled it off perfectly. What a way to win a football game.
Well, when you're a team that comes in, Kirk, with great expectations, big goals at the end, you're going to get tested. They were tested here today by another ranked team. I was impressed how they responded.
Chris, there's no doubt about it. I think the thing that really stood out to me is the way they played for 4 quarters, just dominating football. And this is a team that's had to deal with being kind of the hunted, the team that knows that every single week teams want to bring them down. They took on a very talented team today and just dominated it.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.